Hey guys, it's Rachel and today we are up close and personal. As you can see, I am sitting on a step stool right now because I wanted to try out some new camera angles and things, so we'll see how that goes. I feel like this is just a lot more casual and personal, which I really like. Anyways, getting on with this video. Today we are making this adorable Chococat cake. I came up with a new technique to make this cake that I am super excited about, so I will let you guys know how I made that in just a little bit. This is also a Chococat collab with MIKI from Sugarcoater, so make sure you stick around until the end of this video to go check out her video on Chococat macarons. They are so cute. I really want to make them now. She's just so good at making macarons. Like every time I watch it, they're just so perfect and smooth. I don't know how she does it. And now let's get on with this cake. Let's get started. First off, we're going to make the decorating batter for the cake. You'll need a stick of softened butter, along with 3/4 cups of powdered sugar. And then just cream this together. Then we're going to add in 3 egg whites, and then just mix these in too. This will look a little bit split at first, but once we add the flour, it'll all come together. So now we're going to add in that 1 cup of flour, and then mix that in too. Now we're going to divide this between 5 different bowls for our different colors. I'll leave the amounts for each bowl in the description box below. So now with gel food coloring, I'm going to color a little bit of it brown for the nose, white for the eyes, yellow for the ears, blue for the dots. Then I'm going to use a ton of black gel food coloring to color this last bowl. Seriously, this is probably about 1/4 of a container, but keep in mind this is for Chococat's entire face. Here I have a 9-inch spring form pan, and I'm just going to pop off the ring. Then I'm going to place on my Chococat template. You can get this in the description box below. And I'm just going to place some parchment paper on top and then just tape this down using some washi tape. Then just like you're doing paint by numbers, you're going to start to fill in Chococat's features. I started out with the pupils there. Then I'm going to pipe on the nose. Next I'm going to add on the eye whites. I like to outline the pupil first and then go all the way around and outline the whole eye, then go back and fill it all in. We're also going to do the ears, and also the dots. Then finally we're going to fill in Chococat's face. I'm starting out by outlining it first. And by the way, if you haven't guessed already, I adapted the Japanese roll cake technique to do this. It's a really great technique, but sometimes roll cakes are a lot of work, so I found that making this into a cake form is much easier and just as cute. Anyways, here I've just switched to a larger piping tip, and I'm just going to fill in the rest of Chococat's face. The most important thing is that you just don't have any gaps in between each line. Once you've finished that, go ahead and slide out the template from underneath, and then pop the ring right back on, and tighten it up. And now we are all ready to start on our sponge cake. For the sponge cake, you're going to separate 6 eggs. You can see I'm doing the thing where you crack it into a bowl first, so if you make mistakes you don't have to start all over. I usually don't do this, but when you're dealing with 6 eggs, it's definitely worth the extra step. So I've just whipped my egg whites until they got nice and foamy, and I'm going to add in a 1/2 teaspoon of cream of tartar, along with a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then just keep beating until you get nice stiff peaks. Moving over to our egg yolks now, we're going to whip these until they get nice and thick and pale in color. This is going to take longer than the egg whites, about 6 minutes or so. And you can see you know it's done when you get those nice ribbons on top. Now we're going to gradually add in a cup of sugar. And then I'm going to add in a 1/4 cup of water. Your batter is going to get really thin, but don't panic, we're going to sift in a cup of cake flour now. If you don't have cake flour, I'll have a substitute recipe in the description box below. And then go ahead and fold that in. Now you're going to plop in about 1/2 of your egg whites. I like to add the egg whites in 2 additions, just so we can kind of lighten up the mixture first, and then add in the rest of the egg whites. So once you've added in the second half, just go ahead and fold it all through. Now we're just going to pour our batter on top of our Chococat. I know this part's kind of scary because it feels like you're ruining all your hard work, but don't worry, it comes out looking so cute in the end. Afterwards, you're just going to bake this off at 325 for about 20 to 25 minutes until a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean. Once it's cooled for about 10 minutes, you're going to flip it out onto your serving plate or cake stand. Then just release the ring and pop off the bottom. And then there is our adorable Chococat now on the top of our cake. Go ahead and run a knife around the edge and then pop off the ring. Now just very gently peel off the parchment paper. When I say very gently, I mean like a millimeter at a time. You definitely don't want to mess up your design like I kind of did with the ear on the side. Regardless though, this cake looks so cute and it's really tasty too. It's super light and fluffy. This step is optional, but to just give it a more finished look, I like to frost these sides and then stick on some almonds. And that's it. Alright guys, cake is done now. I think this looks so cute. It's a really simple technique that comes out looking really nice in the end, and it's also really easy to do. It's just kind of like a coloring book except with piping bags, I guess. And I really want to do more of these kinds of cakes. So if you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments below, and also what design you would like to see. I think that little mini cakes would be adorable too. Anyways, don't forget to go check out Miki's video for her Chococat macarons, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys. Thanks so much for watching guys. Click here for Miki's video and don't forget to subscribe for more cute recipes. Talk to you soon.